The people haven't spoken. We remain in this timeline.
But who knows? Perhaps the timelines will shift sooner than later.
Yeah. So do you want to tell everyone about what you did?
Okay. So, Wyatt sent over the mem card, and I was like, oh wait, but we showed this. Let me get back to this point and do a save state. And, however, I did spend some time modifying the Wanzers, because as you'll remember last time, Wyatt was a sleepy baby last time and did not want to spend time in the shop. And I really wanted to try them out, so I'm like, you know what, I'll run through this Methane Wanzer battle once and test things out in an actual battle. And I got both of these amazing mechs to fucking surrender. And got both of them. So we're going to do this fight again, and I'm going to try and repeat that. But I also save stated, so if we don't get that, you might not see them surrender, but they surrendered.
So you're all gonna get to see this fight, but the fight's already been won.
You might feel like that's anticlimactic. However, you're wrong. Also, Wyatt...
Whoa.
Oh, okay, so I upgraded his legs. He has increased boost, so if he's going in a straight line, he has extra movement.
Oh, that's a cool mechanic.
Also, I said that you would get to name his mech, but I did put in a temp name so we could keep track. So right now he's driving the Patriot.
Whoa. Rip to that guy. So yeah, you also changed out a bunch of... Just a little bow. You changed out a bunch of our equipment, eh?
Yeah.
Like beyond just...
I'm sorry, Daddy. Your wands are broke. There's the mad scientist.
Is there anything other than the Patriot's legs that you want to go over changing?
Okay. So, key things here. I gave... he has some Rexen parts. Rex and some Furra arms. I believe both of those are going to be like adding towards him getting zoom. I also upgraded his gun arm, as you can see on the right there. So that's costing one of his max AP, but it increases his accuracy stat, because I know that you...
Which, yeah. Gotta bring that up. Sucks to miss when you only have 4 shots. Or so I only have 1 shot. I don't know why I said
we are still rocking the Tiandong parts here. However, good. I did get rid of his backpack. So that back part we have is just increasing our power supply. And means that we can carry more weight, and I did that so we could have an upgraded fist and an upgraded shoddy.
Good. We are now a murder machine.
Okay.
Hang 10 looks chunkier.
It is chunkier. He's also got... I gave him a shield and a lovely new submachine gun.
This is kind of basically the Hang 10 Mark II, huh? It's a bit of a Ship of Theseus mech going on here.
Yeah. So the Jinyo Mark 10 is what you won us last time, Wyatt. Mm-hmm. The key thing is that this has... The arms have, what's it called? Rate of fire increase skill, so we're hoping to grab some of those.
Yeah.
And then, finally, the Fatale, as you can see, still...
Has an axe now.
Still super chunky. Has an axe now. I'm so fucking mad, Wyatt. They had 3 new melee weapons. And the best and heaviest of them, which is what we got in the Polvedinger, is another fist. However, the other 2 were this sweet axe and a fucking spike piston. And I wanted the spike piston so bad, but the damage was shit.
Too. Oh no, why?
Okay, key thing. Genie arms are pilot damage. And we upgraded her rockets. Her rockets are insane. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. 71, 71.
I like also that we're showing off against these absolute losers.
Against the greatest robots in the world?
Right, sorry. No, right. The greatest robots in the world are appropriate test beds for our new mechs. We need to truly fight the strongest opponents in order to show off all of these lovely teams we made. Oh my god.
The new weapons are great.
This is sad.
Oh, over already?
I know, I'm fairly sure that they're not dying, but it is very funny to get those lines of dialogue and then for them to just explode. The Fear Fist! Oh boy.
Oh, we missed. This is you.
Oh, melee, eh? Too bad the methane Wanzer has no blind spots. Feel the power of the Baralar Empire. Oh my god. I'll show you the power of the methane Wanzer. Gonna shred him.
Yeah, if we were a bit closer, I think.
Yeah. Not bad, but there's more to my methane Wanzer.
Father, what do you want us to do?
I thought that was his wife.
Yes, but I think it's like more of a...
Oh, like Mike Pence calling his wife mother.
Yeah. I can't even program a VCR. What button do I press?
Hey, Grandma, what does this lever do? Oh, what's this button?
Yeah. Pretty much if we hit someone with a fist, it'll just destroy whatever fucking perk they have.
I can't lose yet.
First you do this, then... We're out of AP. Which is a... Oh!
Ooh.
Okay, I had looked at this. Avoid 20 reduces damage under 20 to 0. Which is...
That's really good.
Yeah, that's a great one to have for, against burst weapons. Do we want to throw it on over one of our others? Oh, wait, we got one remaining.
Yeah. Also, for anyone in the Vancouver area, I'm drinking a Steamworks Kolsch Lagered Ale, locally brewed, and it's very good.
Why do I have to do this? Why must I have to do such barbaric things?
Whoa. Rip, Skylar.
I did my job. Ciao! Death scream.
Hops out of the microphone.
I love the Tiandong. I would love like a model of our Pulvadinger.
It's a really good mech. I'll miss it when it's gone. Unless we just keep it for this entire game. My Tiandong replacement stipulation is whatever mech replaces it has to be cooler.
Oh my, I've lost. I guess I'll go cook dinner then.
It's like millions of dollars just down the drain. The Fatale looks really cool now. Oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really happy with how they're all looking.
Just gonna take out Daddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Master.
Oh, no.
Oh. Whoa, that's a big boost.
Yeah.
I guess elevation affects it too. Oh my god.
Yeah, he can zoom.
That's a really cool feature. Wow, rude. You can't take out the most powerful mech of all time.
Yeah. However, the thing I did discover is that can be really... He can be useless. He's so good for getting people to surrender, though, because you just move far the fuck away and let him miss.
Real five-head tactics.
Let's see. Is this how you do it?
I'm sad there aren't really any AoE attacks in the game.
Grenades. We've unlocked grenades. I haven't put them on anyone yet. But I think grenades might be the AoEs.
Oh. Bum. Bum, 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 bum.
This isn't good. There's smoke. Okay,
Oh,
check out...
they've got dialogue for when they're almost down. What's up?
Oh. This is you.
You shan't lay one finger on the master's daughter. What were you gonna say?
Oh, just that, Asuka has a really good mech.
She better.
It looks like a knight.
Cool. I'm curious whether she's gonna join our crew. Hey, Grandma, it don't work no more.
I don't know why, but that sounds like a folk song.
Hey, Grandma, it don't work no more. Out on the farm, my new tractor don't work no more.
Slight overkill there, Ryogo.
Very, very sorry to all folk song enjoyers. That was immensely disrespectful.
Oh, well.
I like folk music.
I love the little zoom in
slide.
sound.
Yeah. Perfect, beautiful. As mech should be. Oh, he just refuses to die.
%71% sure.
It's worth it. Just ice her in one shot. Nope. Oh well.
This man has the worst luck. It's like you with the dice.
Yeah. Who was
You
fam?
were...
I was fam.
I think so? Oh, wait, no, it might have been me.
No, you were fam because I was the butler.
One shot. That's all I need. One shot. But yeah, check this out.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. Alright.
That's my arm, yo.
Rip to our arm. As encounter design goes, this is quite fun because it's like a shit ton of annoying chaff that distracts you, and then 2 like actually scary mechs.
Wait.
Gonna use the axe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Finish him off. There we go. The greatest mech ever made. Finally defeated. What a challenge it was. Impossible! Not my methane monsters!
Okay. Don't kill him, please.
No surrender, though. You can move so far.
82% still miss
Oh
it.
my god.
Melee mechs can be
Gonna
fucked
call
up.
his mech the Stormtrooper.
Sir, I would love it if you would surrender. Melee.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right, we're really low. Keep that dirty Wanzer away from me.
Alright, you want me to stay away? Switch to long range.
Mostly I just want to startle him here. Still no surrender, but we might get a morale check here because there's so few enemies left.
Yeah.
Yes!
Scopes. Yes, nice.
He is so low on everything
Yeah,
but his shield.
this is...
Just miss, please.
Imagine if this is what it ends.
Still.
Okay, well...
Hey, you lost already? I'm escaping. Come pick me up. Oh.
I think you're moving one space too far.
No, we've got the AP.
Nathan, what's up?
I don't know. Oh, did we lose it?
Oh, your arm.
Yeah.
You don't have your left arm. That took out your shoulder as well. I don't know if there's a way to do it, Chief.
Yeah. Well, let's just go for the axe and maybe we'll take the legs.
No. I'm sorry, I could not avenge thee.
Pew!
Well, we did it. We beat our toughest challenge yet.
Yeah.
Oh, a little sneaky. Pay no attention to the save state behind the curtain.
Woo! And we upgraded to gold rank.
Yay! Come on, game. There we go. Oh no! My methane wanzer! My masterpiece!
Master, right? Why did you start attacking us?
It was a demonstration of my masterpiece to the world! You actually want the world to see this? Fool! This wanzer is pollution-free and cheap. An ideal wanzer. This wanzer is all-purpose. Its fuel can be found anywhere. I'm almost afraid to ask. Is the fuel what I think it is? Yes, it is indeed nature's fertilizer. Poop. I would mass produce these for worldwide use, my poop wanzers. But I'm not getting any orders for them. Defeating you, the OCU, would have given me publicity, but I failed.
For the last time, we're not with the OCU.
What? You're not OCU? Oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
Then that explosion earlier.
Yes, the methane tank on the Wanzer exploded. I thought I died.
We should be going now.
What? That's
What?
not... What? That wasn't Ryoga, what?
Yeah, sorry, I started reading it for you, because I saw...
I mean, it was Dennis's
Yeah.
portrait. Yes. Why won't anyone buy my Wonder Wanzer? Hey, Geezer, cheer up, okay? It's not Geezer, it's Master. The way his text bubbles cut off other people's dialogue is really funny.
It may be filler, but it's canon in my heart. Okay, so...
I can't believe that's missable.
Apparently, the, Oh, equipped. The, Yongsai is going to be great, because it has Rate of Fire 3, the max.
Oh.
Let me double check real quick. I have the special ability thing open.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, Yongsai has Rate of Fire up 3. And what about... And the legs have... You know how there's a Void 20?
Yep.
This is a Void 80.
It's a big jump.
Big jump. Oh, move goes up by 1, too. Back to 4. What's the, 1 second. Let me double check what Jinyo's head is doing for. What does the head of Jinyo do?
Otacon. What's the Jinyo head do?
Increase the damage dealt during
Well,
counterattack. However, let's see. Do we like the look of the Yongsai? Oh my god.
Whoa.
This is a
I love that. That's great.
This is a construction-ass mech.
Yeah, look at that boy.
I love the
Look at this wide boy.
I love this mask visor it has going for it. Yeah, and then continuing our we went for yellow because that was like construction.
Okay. Let's rename the Hang 10 to the big one.
Ah. Sorry, accidentally hit button.
Nice.
Probably keep it the same, but I want to take a quick look. That is a foul pink.
A foul pink arises upon this day.
The forest camo, I don't want it here, but I like the purpleness of the shadow.
The texturing is nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's stick. And I just want to look real quick. Oh, wait. And then we got this knight dude.
Yep.
The arms are so silly and tiny.
Little T-Rex arms.
1 second. I really don't want to switch anything up, but I do need to just, for my own sake, see how this would look with the knight helmet.
Okay, that looks kind of great though.
1 second. What are we losing?
That's some Warhammer. This is now a Warhammer 40k Space Marine.
We could do it.
In the grim darkness.
Okay, wait.
100 years from now.
Now I am kind of
There
curious.
are only corporations.
Because we have the red mane. So I'm like, do you want to...
I kind of like that green.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of like this green.
That looks kind of good.
This is a Zaku green.
Can we call this Sir Pulvedinger? Do we have enough?
I will check. No.
No.
In our hearts, we know.
We could call it Sir Dinger. No, keep the Pulvedinger. In our hearts, it is. We could call it S Pulvedinger.
Spolvedinger.
Spolvedinger. Yeah, there's not enough. We would need 2 spaces for S and a dot. In our hearts, it's the Sir Pulvedinger.
So, wait, just looking through real quick. So, we got Sir Pulvedinger. Man, I really do like that. The Fatale, which...
The Fatale.
Loving her with the axe. God, there's so much character on these mechs.
The big one.
I feel like he should have a shoulder weapon that's just a fucking crane.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what this is? Why this is an IPSN mech.
It is.
And the Patriot.
And the Patriot.
Which is useless, but I do love it. It looks like somebody botched kit bash a mech together and using matchboxes.
The leg day.
Okay, Wilson Cliffs was that mission you saved before or after?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
This is our route. The methane ones are route.
The methane ones are route. I can't believe we could have missed that. What a worse experience this all would have been. My methane monsters. No one will ever understand.
What was that? No new information? What a complete waste of time.
Don't be so angry. It's part of our job to verify all leads.
How about this? Hey, this one's reliable.
See? Anna's angry too.
I guess so.
What is it?
The crash of an OCU transport in Sumatra.
Is it really an OCU transport?
Don't worry, we confirmed it. With our reliable US technology. There's been a string of crashes of OCU transports lately. Please tell me we're going to Sumatra. It's like, there's been a number of crashes in the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle, yeah. That is strange.
We're going to the Sumatran Rhombus.
Have you heard about what's the cause of some of those shipwrecks in the Bermuda Triangle?
No.
There's like this phenomenon where ships just sink. I think because of something to do with the salt in the water shifting the density. Let me look this up. Water density shift Bermuda Triangle.
Welcome to Wyatt's Fact Files. Wyatt, why don't you go ahead and pull open your cabinet and give us a new fact from your files?
Oh my god. No, sorry, it's not salt. This is terrifying. So, yeah. This is from a 2000 New Scientist article, November 29, 2000. The oceans are playing tricks on us, it seems. In a bizarre twist of nature, the sea can suddenly, without warning, become lighter than air. Boats that normally float sink like a stone and are consigned to the seabed within minutes. And what happens is when there's an enormous methane gas bubble, like pocket, that suddenly bursts and like bubbles its way up to the surface, it lowers all the density of the water. And so its buoyancy goes down. And so ships just drop. It's terrifying. So some people think that that's the cause of some of those mysterious disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. It's a good way to explain why a ship would just suddenly disappear.
Now I'm just going, God, could you just have a submarine with methane tanks, have them go underneath like a cruiser and unload those?
You probably would need a lot of methane, but I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, it's really scary. The ocean's really scary.
Oh.
I'm never getting on a boat.
So?
Let's go.
So, Wyatt, what has you most excited from James Gunn's DCU?
Oh my god. I like the cartoon with all the funny guys in it.
Also, of course, Wyatt is excited for Booster Gold.
I am amused and excited about Booster Gold.
I am legitimately very stoked for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. That is such a good comic.
What's the pitch on that? Why is it so good?
Okay. Oh, 1 second.
We should do this cutscene and then talk about this during the fight. Yeah, this seems legit.
So, this is the crash site? What a mess.
There are Wanzer remnants. Seems like there was some combat.
The wreckage of the transport has been cleaned up. What's the meaning of this?
It's becoming slightly southern. Hey, there's someone there. Oh.
Are you
Just
alright?
collapse like a doll.
Hang in there.
Who are you?
We're with USN. What happened here?
Oh, we're buddies then.
Okay, imagine if he said, "Oh," and then pulled out a gun on Kazuki.
You and he were buddies. I'm a gorilla fighting the OCU. We were attacking a transport and we messed up.
Don't talk. We'll patch you up.
Hey, let me give you something.
Yeah, give it to me.
The black box from the transport. There's information concerning the cargo. Seems they were carrying something important. It should help.
Hey, hang on. You can't die. Hey!
Hey, what are you doing there?
Saving my buddy. The OSU? OCU? The Osborne Cinematic Universe.
Kazuki, get back in your Wanzer.
Is it the USN? They're here for the contents of that transport. Who cares? Attack!
Alright.
Okay, so the pitch on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is... Oh, I need to move that upgrade back over. Okay, so it is a... Oh, need to put them out. It is a sci-fi western. Starring Supergirl. It is essentially about... There is, like, the standard western setup where you have a girl whose father gets killed by her farmhand. And she's out looking for revenge. And she runs across, in a bar, Supergirl, who came to this planet because it has a red sun, so she could actually experience what alcohol is like, because she turned 21.
Oh, that's great.
And... Nice. And essentially, the pitch is... Supergirl and this girl bombing around, chasing this guy who used to be like a bandit around from like planet to planet as they are trying to like track him down, while Supergirl also, being, you know, an L, is trying to convince her that like revenge isn't the way. But also, you know, they run into some shenanigans along the way. There's some, like, really good one-off things.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it's all collected in one volume, and the art by Bilquis. I cannot remember her last name. I know it starts with an E. I'm very sorry. I would say Bilquis Everly is absolutely fantastic. Evely.
Or Evely? Probably Evely. Oh, yes, you sent me the art for this. Yes, I think this is one of the ones on my list, and I'm like, I need to read this.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to me that they're just going, we are straight up adapting this comic, and it's going to be, like, part of the DCU. Like, this is going to be our start point for Supergirl.
I mean, sounds like a good comic.
Yeah, it is. I just also think it's really cool that they're, like...
Oh, yeah, no,
willing
it's
to
super cool.
willing to just do, like, hey, we're just gonna do an adaptation.
Yeah.
Also, them being like, "Hey, we're." You guys know what's really good for Batman? What if he has other characters with him?
Yeah, I also just realized that the hardcover of Volume 1 of the Human Target is out.
Yeah.
I should get that.
There is one issue left of that comic, and it is not disappointing yet. Tom King is a really...
Volume 2 is up for pre-order.
I haven't bought Volume 1 yet, because part of me was like, are they going to do the thing where they just put this all in, like, one super nice thing?
Maybe, but if they're doing hardcovers for the individual volumes, I feel like probably not.
Or at least not for a while.
Yeah.
Wait till it finishes and wins an Eisner.
Yeah. The thing I'm always worried about with comic hardcovers is, like, a lot of them they never do a second printing on, so I'm like, well, if I don't get it now, then I may never. It's such a weird thing.
Mecha Choir.
I was gonna mention, by the way, the island we were on previously is in Indonesia, and I don't know where we are now.
Sumatra.
But oh, okay. In general, our conversations in episode 1 about this game's potential politics, I think it's very interesting that we're seeing Japanese, well, partially Japanese, but like clearly like Japan and Australia and the like big powers of like Oceania and Japan and the like Pacific Islands, etc. And those soldiers are the bad guys. we're like seeing sympathetic rebels, and that's cool. That more aligns with the vibes that I was getting off of this game's opinion of the Japanese military. But we're also working for the American military, so let's see where this goes. And also, obviously, I know that we're on the Japanese side in the other story path, so I'm curious. I'll be curious what to make of this game once we've done both routes in particular, and also how this will portray what America does once we get that bomb.
Yeah.
Is this gonna end up being like the reverse of a few bad apples? It's gonna be like a few good apples in an otherwise terrible organization.
For some reason, I feel like a Japanese developer isn't going to be too kindly to America with a bomb story.
No, somehow I don't think it will be either. But I mean, we have like a Russian. Emma's Russian, right?
That seems right.
Wasn't her the name she gave? I'm looking this up now.
But it also might have been an alias.
Her last name's her name's Amir Klamsky, which sounds Russian to me. Amir, I guess, is a Turkish name, but Klamsky is definitely Slavic. See, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm very curious. Also, you're just annihilating these guys.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big dude, though.
He's got armor.
He's one of the bigger dudes we fought.
whiff.
Ooh. This game has so much music in it.
Yeah, and personally, I'm a fan of that. I like music.
No, it's great. I truly, genuinely, not to consistently compare this game to Final Fantasy Tactics, a game I absolutely adored, and I'm so glad I played. But that game had, like, the same song. Like, it did not have that many different songs, so I just keep being surprised by how many new tracks we keep getting.
Well, I'd like to point out I've captured another 2 mechs.
Yep, I saw that. I'm delighted by this.
You done good for us, Denji.
We have like the opposite problem of most Gundam crews, where we have more mechs than we do pilots.
Oh, seeing those 21s were killing me.
Yeah. Oh, yes!
Oh, right, I didn't get that in my playthrough.
Yeah. And in other comics news, I got my I'm soon to be getting my copy of Step by Bloody Step. I'm very excited to read that.
Yeah, I just read that and really loved it. I was a little worried, because silent comics can sometimes be a bit of a gimmick. Silent comics. Okay, I'm gonna burr the take here, Wyatt.
Real quick. For those who don't know, Step by Bloody Step is a comic by Simon Spurrier and Matthias Bergara. I'm not sure how you pronounce the G there, depending on where he's from. But regardless, those two are a power couple. And previously did Coda, another fantasy comic that I really, really like, and just has the most incredible art. Matthias's art is mwah. And so this is them working on another thing together. It's a completely silent comic about a like little girl and a like big like fantasy mech, like a big like armor like Iron Giant type guy, that are traveling together. And yeah, there's no dialogue in it. Sorry, go on. That's my introduction.
Okay, so my big take is silent comics are the equivalent of oneers in cinema, where it's just like all done in one take. And it can be really cool when it's done correctly. I've also seen it done so many times where it could just be they're doing something and not knowing exactly why they're doing it.
And yeah, that's super fair. Yeah, I had faith in this as a project just because like these two clearly work so well together, and I would expect them to have something in mind, have like a strong creative vision in mind for what it would be about and what it would look like. That story.
The thing that actually I think kind of helped make it work for me, no surrender, my guy, is the thing that kind of helped it make it work for me, I feel, is the comic's not silent, but it is unintelligible. There are people who will speak, but it's not in any language. It's just symbols.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of the symbols,
Platinum rank, nice.
And some of the symbols, I was like, oh.
You were starting to get a sense of what they meant.
Yeah. Or like.
That's fun.
like one of them is very much like a symbol of like a particular religion organization thing. So it's just like, okay, I know what this one means.
Yeah, I was wondering how they do that, because yeah, like it's not as if people aren't speaking, but yeah, the girl and the robot don't understand language, so like,
what's going on? The OCU probably destroyed everything to hide the evidence.
Let's hurry up with the analysis of the black box. The truth is in there.
Also,
X-Files theme starts playing.
No, wait, that's Doctor Who. Hey, Wyatt. Did you read today's Mansaw Chain?
Oh no, I didn't. I am so bad. I need like back in the day, outing myself. People know already. I think we talked about Homestuck in the Final Fantasy Tactics Let's Play at some point. Back in the day, because Homestuck would update so often, people had little programs on their desktop that would like burst up and start playing music and stuff whenever there was an update. I need that for manga. I need that for Shonen Jump. Because I can never keep track of when things update, because it's not all on the same day. It's like, it flips around. It's like some things are on Sunday, some things are on Tuesday.
Chainsaw Man comes out Tuesday. Dan to Dan comes out when fucking ever. Same with Kaiju number 8. Everything else is Sunday. That I care about. But yeah, no, today sure was one.
I still need to read the new Jujutsu Kaisen issue also. I haven't read that yet either.
Yeah. Did you find
I'll read it when we finish here.
Did you find anything?
I could read it right now. I could do a live reading of the new Chainsaw Man chapter during our Let's Play. That'd be great content. Yes, listen to this.
Wyatt reading through it. March farts.
This is White Stork. The gift from Gwen will soon be delivered.
Roger that. It's fragile. Approaching Sumatra now.
This is White Stork. Roger that.
The guys at the base are so neurotic. Yeah.
Oh, am I this guy?
Yeah, but at least these new transports won't be shot down so easily. What's wrong? Our missile just locked onto us. An enemy attack? But this is OCU territory. Madame.
Mayday, this is White Stork. We're under attack.
It's gonna hit. So, White Stork is a transport. Yes, Gwen is a laboratory in Ayutthaya, Thailand.
That'd be Ayutthaya at the very least.
Fragile must mean top secret.
Ayutthaya, I'm Dennis.
They got shot down by the guerrillas while transporting.
And the OCU retrieved the cargo. Probably carried the cargo into Thailand.
We'll check the contents there. Snake. Cabbage.
Heading up to Thailand. What are you having?
Diet Coke.
Nice.
Nice. What the? A temple?
Oh no! I'm positive it's here. The OCU research lab is in this place.
Why? Oh no, Wyatt.
I don't want us to blow up this ancient temple.
Wyatt, we're gonna blow the fuck out of this ancient temple.
Oh no! No! Whoa, that's a spiky boy.
You ascend
Whoa,
dogs!
look at this
What
guy.
are they doing here? Who are you calling a dog? We're here for Midas. Midas! What are you on? There's no Midas here. Liar! I know you're transporting top secret cargo. Yes, we did transport top secret cargo to the OCU base. I sent my prototype Wanzer, not Midas. Huh? Are you so shocked by your stupidity that you can't speak? Ha! Midas and its scientists are on their way to the Philippines. You mean the scientists from Japan?
You're awful stupid yourself telling us all this. Is this a trap?
Heh, I could care less about you or the OCU. Nevertheless, there's nothing you can do. You're going to be guinea pigs for my experiment. Guinea pigs?
Guinea pigs?
Are you crazy? Yeah, of course, I am the supreme creation. I'll show them.
Supreme creation? Them? What are you talking about? A lot of crazy scientists in this game.
There are those who turn... Serov slaps his chest. Nanomachines, son! There are those who turn humans into instruments for war. Those very people claimed I was a failure. I'm going to show them my true power.
Turning humans into instruments of war? A failure? Metal Gear?
You're the one who made Midas. I'm sure you'll understand.
How do you know me? What am I supposed to understand?
What am I fighting for? Ah! Give it up, Emma. There's something wrong with him. This Wanzer was created for me. This is my Wanzer. It's made for me. It's unstoppable.
Seal me into the cockpit. Hook me up with a catheter and a food tube.
No one can stop me now!
His eyes.
The flashlight. I don't think this...
Alright.
I
Let's
don't
fight
think...
this crazy Russian.
I don't feel like this guy's gonna surrender, but I want to steal his mech.
Oh, yeah.
One second. This feels like a situation where this is going to be a one-of-a-kind mech, so I'm going to just, real quick, save slot.
Oh yeah, you're gonna try to grind this out?
If need be. Oh, dude, that's a lot of hit points.
That is a lot of hit points. There's nothing to fear but Fist itself.
Get
Whoa!
fucked. Doing this wrong, we need to take out his other dudes first, so they'll be more likely to surrender.
It's true. Playing this game has really made me be like, well, I should try playing again. Battletech. I didn't even fall off that game for any good reason. I think I just got busy.
I'm just bad at that game. Like, the management side of it, I cannot do. Which is also the part of, fucking XCOM that I'm terrible at.
Yeah. That's fair.
God, this guy has a drill that can pierce the heavens. I cannot die. I can't move. What? The controls don't. My head.
Wait, is he a cyber new type? What? What the fuck is happening?
What are you? What's wrong? I
I don't think he's sane. What the fuck is going on?
Stay out of my way! Hey, my guy.
I think this guy might be a cyber new type.
Does that mean that, he's gonna romance Kazuki and then die?
Yeah.
Owie.
Excuse me. Alright. Zero. Oh, you're too high.
An arc.
Yeah, it's hard to it's hard to punch someone from that high up. Kazuki's taking some serious hits.
Yep. It's hard to lead from the front.
So apparently someone on Twitch is generating infinite Seinfeld.
That doesn't feel like time well spent.
It's
Out of my
like,
way!
It's chat GPT, algorithmically generated animation and text-to-speech voices, so it just runs itself.
That's horrifying.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Kazuki.
Rip. Speaking of battle tech, I do keep thinking whenever one of our mechs explode that like that's it for the mech.
Yeah, I would be playing this game very differently if that was the case.
Sometimes I think about what it would be like to check out actual Battletech, and then I just remember that Lancer exists. Like, no. Lancer's is as far as I can go.
Eventually,
The one game I do... Sorry, go on.
eventually someone is, someone with a good 3D printer and, like, the know-how is going to design some, like, Lancer miniatures and make a Kickstarter and make so much money.
Please.
Out of my way! Like, I can't begin to say how much I would love to paint up some Lancer mechs.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I will say, I do... One game I do keep thinking about is Traveler. I don't know why. I just keep in my head being like, I should read Traveler. It just got a new edition, like, or a new updated edition this year.
I've been thinking about board games a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like, the tabletop RPG scene is doing enough for, like, board game theft.
It's true. We need more, like, tokens and, fun, like packs of cards or, like, cool maps. think it is hard though, because I think some of the a lot of the like more specific and interesting, oh boy, board game mechanics are like, ooh, ripped at that guy, are more like specific in ways that begins to cut down on the freedom of TTRPGs. Like, I was looking at a conversation system in a game that, like, was fairly board gamey in how it worked, in that it, like, gamed out how a conversation would work, and I'm like, this is really cool. I don't think I would ever, like, roleplay like this, where it's, like, mechanics first, and, like, you, instead of just having your character say things, like, oh, I have to decide what type of argument I'm making, etc., etc.
Why you die? Yeah, buddy?
I just kind of feel sorry for him.
Him or his compatriots?
Everyone involved in the situation. This is just kind of pathetic. I don't really know what I'm supposed to make of this.
That were awesome.
I mean, but we're just kind of witnessing this. Like, if we hadn't shown up, it feels like this would have basically gone down the same way. Except for us coming in to take him out at the end.
Sir, but have you considered surrendering?
I don't think this guy's gonna surrender.
It's you people! It's all you people! I was going for, like, bad cartoon Russian, and I wound up at bad Schwarzenegger.
Bad line of sight there. Oh, you did that on purpose to get him to surrender.
Yep.
I don't think he's gonna surrender, my dude.
I don't think so either, but one must try.
It's true. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Oh, you got a sniper ammo?
No. No line of sight.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no. Arm's gone.
Oh! Well... Can't even punch.
Cannot
Completely
punch.
Useless. Alright, buddy. It's time for him to die. Whoa! That was a lot of XP.
I mean, this is the first time she's really been using melee weapons, got a kill, so...
That's true.
Did we do it? Enemy reinforcements! Damn! We wasted too much time taking out the prototype!
Kazuki!
I am the Supreme. I am. Holy, he's still planning on fighting.
Stay sharp or you're going to die.
Lukov!
Time's up. We'll take care of the rest. Pull out. Hoorah!
But
You're just going to get in the way. Pull out. Kazuki, your mech did get blown up.
Kazuki, we gotta do what he wanted. Let's do what he says. We got what we wanted. Let's do what he says. Oh, all right. Take care, Lukov.
You don't need to worry about me. Purple haze, spread out and strike the reinforcements.
Roger. Cindy, Gaster, it's showtime.
Pardon me, I'm just gonna eat a piece of Toblerone. Nice. Back to the fleet. One thing I'm not fully clear on is how we're getting these mechs around. You took a long time. Did you find out what Midas is? We acquired some information from an OCU soldier. So, you weren't just wasting time. The transport is heading for Tall Base in the Philippines. The Philippines are deep in OCU territory. Taking the whole fleet could start a war. What are you going to do?
We infiltrate on a submarine surprise attack.
The Philippines have dagadas, remember? Even a submarine can't get past it.
What's Dagatahas?
Their Navy's mobile fortress. One of those can take on this fleet. Are you serious? Maybe we should think it over, Dennis. I agree with you. It would take a whole fleet to stand up to that. This is way too much for you kids. We should go back to Midway and come up with a better plan.
No, we're in a hurry. I have to rescue Alyssa.
Captain, if we don't act now, Midas might be carried away again. I can't risk the lives of my crew on a reckless mission. We're going back to Midway. What if it's not so reckless? Lukov, I thought we left you behind. Oh, Lukov!
You have an idea?
What other options do we possibly have?
We send the kids in on a suicide mission.
You know there's a civil war going on in the Philippines. Yes, between the military and the rebels. The rebels got more active recently, as seen in the invasion of Luzon. The Dahanjong army is backing them up. Sorry, I had to cough. The DHZ army is?
They're probably after the underwater oil field held by the Philippines.
They'd acquire the oil field by aiding the rebels. It doesn't matter. My point is that the military is occupied with the civil war. That includes Dagadajas.
Well, also, why I was trying to find out if we could get Serov's mech, and I accidentally spoiled for myself what the name of the cyber new types are in this game.
Oh.
And you're gonna love this.
Okay.
So now is the time for surprise attacks.
I will accompany Purple Haze on this mission. Any concerns, Captain? No. Good luck, Lukov.
Man, if Lukov is a traitor, we're fucked.
Yeah. I'll explain the details on the submarine. Get ready. Oh, we're taking a submarine, right? Hurry, everyone!
So, we're stealing Midas while they're engaged in civil war?
It's like looting during a riot.
It's not looting.
There's no time for small talk. Get ready. Wanna go check out the other locations?
Hallway.
See if there's anyone to chat to in the hallway.
Oi, mercenaries, how's it going? Joe, thanks for helping us out the other day. Oh, it's no problem. I we're working together this time. Yeah.
Joe would be fine if his mouth didn't look like that. Hey, you'll be saved with me. Just see that you don't become a liability. You're still pretty butch. We don't have much time, everyone. Let's get ready.
You know what the most important thing in driving a Wanzer is? It's rhythm. You need good rhythm.
It's an important mission. Don't screw up. I'm worried about you, Ryogo. Don't worry, we'll back you up. We can go to our crew room also. I don't know if there's anything there. But we might be able to talk to Ryogo. Weren't we just in the briefing room?
Yeah, I thought crew room for some reason. Also, why would we... Oh, I thought we were on the deck, that's why. Why would we want to talk to
You
Ryogo?
can't go to rooms that you're in.
That was
Oh. That's late. That was a... Yeah. You'll finally see Elisa. We can finally take back Midas if we succeed.
Our target is an OCU base this time. Be extra careful.
Alright. Want to check the internet before we go?
You know the answer to that.
Can we check the internet, please, before we go? I just want to see if there's any new websites.
Ah!
Wait, did we ever look at that secret website we unlocked?
I went to the deck. I didn't know that would leave.
Oh. Okay, well, never mind.
I didn't mean to, I swear.
I know. I see how it is.
Hold up, everyone. Stop before we go. I need to check
I gotta check my messages.
Lukov is
Someone emailed us.
Lukov, is Tall Base near the coast?
No, it's located inland.
How do we attack a place like that from a submarine?
It's a daredevil tactic, look.
We launch out the
Map.
Map?
Map.
Nip?
Yes! As you can see, Tall Base is built into the mountain.
Oh, that's how it got its name. Because it's tall.
They hollowed out the mountain to make a natural fortress.
Oh god. We're doing Mecha Helm's Deep?
This is, What's that base from Gundam? In South America.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to read that dialogue.
Oh, sorry. I think
What did he say?
Well, the audience was able to read it while we're talking about it.
Okay. Jaburo is the name of the base. So how do we get in with the sub?
You can only attack this thing from the air.
Do you know what this is?
Lake?
Right. Oh, I see. Yes. At the bottom of Tau Lake, there's a connection to the sea.
That's how we're getting in?
We're going through the planet core. It's dangerous, but not impossible.
The only way we could do that is if we hacked the planet, Wyatt.
Thank God there's no hacking in Star Wars.
No, there's slicing.
Yeah.
What do we do after that?
It'd take too long to walk to the base. We'll place the Wanzers in a pod and launch them directly into the base. Oh, this is sick.
Huh?
Wanzer Halo drop.
I was gonna
Using
make
Wanzers as
I was
missiles?
I was going to make the joke that we were gonna fire the Wanzers like torpedoes. Is that gonna be okay?
As long as the Wanzers can withstand it. I already told you this would be a daredevil tactic. Ugh, are you serious? Now, here's the plan. There are two routes to the center. Route A through the front. And Route B up the mountain's face.
Wow.
Oh, do we get to pick? Choose a route depending on how the battles go. So, which is easier? Decide that for yourself. Oh, this is cool. Also, this song was great. Purple Haze and I will be the diversionary force. Emma's group will infiltrate the laboratory and seize Midas.
What about the scientists?
These synths are going.
Yeah.
We'll rescue them along with Midas. That's the mission. Everybody take battle positions.
Now's the time for a cutscene game. I want to see mechs getting launched.
Oh, this is a real volcano.
Your mom's a real volcano.
The tall volcano is a volcano in the Philippines.
We've reached the target point. Point confirmed. Stand by for Wanzer launch. Yes! Yes!
Alright, 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 alright.
Launch Wanzers!
Yes. Are the pilots in there?
Yeah!
That's insane. How are we gonna slow down? We're not just gonna turn into a pool of blood in the cockpits. Maybe they invent really good shock absorbers in 100 years. Are they gonna burst? Oh, that's sick! Take out the radar and comm facilities. That was really cool. Draw the enemies in. Do what you want afterward.
Oi, copy that.
Let's dance.
Huh. That was Pretty hectic.
Youch!
Just like Batman, Ryogo.
Who's the crazy punk who thought this plan up? Kazuki, Ryogo, we're going.
Okay, but imagine if we just saw the Patriot just, like, crash and die.
That would be... Ryogo, make sure you don't slack off. Don't be a slacker yourself. I really like that the game is trying to ship these two because it makes their two accents so very funny playing off each other. You do your job, might even consider dating you. You gotta be kidding me. You call that incentive?
Ryogo, let's go.
Ryogo, go.
Ryogo, go. Let me have Cindy in the squad just so I can name her Mech the High Femme. Okay.
Oh, we get 3 choices?
Okay, our current position is the foothills where the lab is located.
Oh, this
Front
rules!
We're certain to meet resistance. Looks like we can save time, however the terrain is pretty rough. There's time to hurry up and pick a route. I think...
You want to just blast to the front gate? It makes more sense to take the detour.
Yeah, that's where I would lean, but...
Let's go that way. Whoa.
What is it?
It's an enemy attack.
Is it the rebels?
They're Wanzers of unknown nationality.
Unknown? Who are they? Verify their origin. Quickly.
Yes, sir.
What do they want? I see. They're here from Midas. Bring the soldier confined for insubordination.
That would be in violation of military regulations.
You talk back, I slap you. I don't care.
Yes, sir.
Kids, this is why corrections matter. Contact the lab and get Midas ready for transport. I don't know who you are, but you'll never get it. So says Simon.
I like that you've decided this guy is Russian, despite having an extremely Indonesian name.
Oh, was I doing Russian?
Was that not Russian?
I don't know what I was doing. I
don't know what that was either.
I just made my mouth into a shape like his and started letting air pass through.
Okay. Yeah, fun fact, Simon was the name of the first chairman of the Communist Party of Indonesia.
His name was Seaman?
Nope.
Also, okay, why? What's an Indonesian accent?
I'm not saying do an Indonesian accent, I just thought it was funny if you did, I thought it was funny that you did, like, Russian again.
No, but why? What's an Indonesian accent?
I can't do an Indonesian accent. I know what it sounds like, I can't repeat it. It would be very racist, B, I wouldn't do a very good job, which is why it would be...
What kind of cannon is that? It's anti... For some reason, I read that as anti-aircraft, and my brain blue screen.
Anti-aircraft. I think that's called a bomb.
It's anti-aircraft. No, Wyatt, it cancels out. An anti-aircraft is just an aircraft.
Right.
But it can hit ground targets,
sure, I guess
too.
that's how it works.
Be careful.
You're awfully cool about it.
I'm awfully cool about everything, because I'm American. There's no time to hesitate, we're going in. Kazuki sure seems excited about this.
An anti-aircraft is actually someone that wants to cancel all aircrafts on Twitter. Of course! If it's for Elise's sake, he'll do anything.
So what's a pro-aircraft?
Someone who wants to smooch aircraft.
But there can be a problem with being overly enthusiastic.
Or who wants aircrafts to smooch each other, I guess.
No, that aircraft was just built. It's a baby.
Oh, God. We got another new song. What is it? Oh, that's the anti-aircraft. You had us do a Lancer mission very similar to this.
Did I?
Yeah, where we had to fight our way uphill, attacking anti-aircraft cannons.
Damn, we nearly took that. Yes!
Yes!
Fuck your anti-aircraft guns. That suck. Okay. Oh, we got more choppers. We got one there. If I click on this, can I? No, I can't see its range. Yeah, boy.
I can keep this game soundtrack in mind for the next Runnin Mech game. It's good shit. Oh.
God, on his birthday?
His birthday? Birthday Ryoga.
Yeah, that tree cover's nice.
So, Worlds Beyond Numbers Patreon just went up.
Ah.
And it seems like they're doing a, like... I don't know how... It describes that they're doing a character creation story. It seems like they're narrativizing their campaign's character creation.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they've described it as, like, session 0 over as a campaign.
I'm really interested in how that's gonna work, like how they do that. That's a pretty cool idea. Why is his accuracy so shit against an anti-aircraft cannon?
I don't know.
For those who don't know, Worlds Beyond Number is the unfortunately titled new actual play with Brennan Lee Mulligan, Erika Ishii.
Why is it?
Adria
Why is it
Iyengar,
unfortunately?
And, because Worlds Without Number is the name of a game that exists.
No, Stars Without Number.
No, Worlds Without Number is the fantasy game that the author of Stars Without Number went on to create, and it's very cool. It's like a Dying Earth style, like far future fantasy style setting. But yeah, it is now a like Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds situation between these two things.
For some reason, I feel like Worlds Beyond Numbers will do this fine.
Oh, Worlds Beyond Number is the... I'm saying it's unfortunate for Worlds Without Number.
Yeah.
Worlds Beyond Number is the Outer Worlds in this dichotomy.
Isn't the better known, better game?
You're just in a bomb throwing mood.
We love Obsidian.
We do love Obsidian. I can't remember if we talked about Pentiment on this show.
Pentiment good.
I don't think we did. Because we both played that between finishing Tactics and starting this, I believe. Although we recorded episode 1 of this pretty early on Christmas break, so I might have mentioned that I was playing Pentiment then. I think I did mention that I was playing Immortality. Regardless, Pentiment is a delight. It gives me a lot of hope for the future of Obsidian, and I've been thinking a lot about Obsidian games lately because of that. I'm currently making my way through Chained Echoes, which is very good. I think I'm coming up to the 4th and final act in that game. But once I'm done that, I've been thinking a lot about playing Thorns of Eternity, finally. A game I've owned for like 6 years. But to be fair, I got it completely for free. That was back when, like, for having Twitch Prime, you just got games. They don't really do that anymore, but they used to give out games, like, randomly for free. Or not for free, but as part of the subscription. And so I have a bunch of games that I just like, oh, I own this. I forgot about that.
I might lose this one.
It'll be fine. Just believe in the heart of New Max. Kazuki's doing good. He can kill many people. Emma, however. Oh, nice. It's very funny to me that you can just no-scope with this sniper rifle for no penalties.
It's the highest accuracy, and I'm just like, that makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense, no. It should lose accuracy as you get closer.
But it's also
That's how
like...
you design a sniper rifle for a tactics game. Sorry,
But it's also just like, okay, that's how it works. I know that now.
Fucking helicopters.
Like, at this point, I do not care.
Yeah. She's getting so much melee XP.
That's my boy!
Terrible at everything except for shooting people to death.
I mean, he's about to, like, secure that, you know, Butch Babe, so...
True. Oh, by the way, speaking of people dying, I've been reading Victory's Greater Than Death by Charlie Jane Anders, and Mitch, this villain has the most terrifying, like, power ever in a way that I think you would love.
Yeah.
So, first of all, when he touches someone, they die. They melt.
Nice.
But when they die, their biomass is converted into a, like, psychic blast that makes everyone who ever knew them hate their guts.
Okay.
So when they die, like, when he kills characters in this book, all the other characters like, well, I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad they're dead, that piece of shit. And it's like, oh, okay, that's terrifying. That's worse than killing someone. And there's like, the characters are like trying to push through that and like remember their memories of these people that like they knew and liked and were quite fond of actually, but like physically cannot allow themselves to do that. And it's some very good like mind horror stuff. In like what is otherwise a fairly lighthearted YA novel. I can't believe the way snipers work in this game annoys me. The rifle should be the best one at taking out the helicopter. Oh, Ryogo.
Yeah, like, these missiles had me worried, and we only have one ranged thing. Nothing else gonna hit them.
Uh-huh. You can't even hit on an 80. Oh. How many missiles do they have left?
Do they run out of missiles?
I think everyone has 6 missiles.
Cool, 48. Wait,
That's absurd.
66.
Oh, that's better. You can get fairly close to that one. Like
He
one.
doesn't have a melee weapon. Oh, range weapon.
Oh.
I lost
Well,
that.
I guess go punch that anti-aircraft cannon.
Back over here?
I mean, what else is there to do?
Be
You don't
a
have any healing items.
like alternate target. Yeah.
Okay. You could eject and start shooting them with your gun. Don't do that. Don't actually do that.
We can't counter.
Oh my god. What have you done?
I was a better target.
You know what? I guess that's fair. Please. Okay. I'm so tense right now. Oh, okay.
Wait,
You
what
should
do
be
I
able to
have?
throw a rock. Oh.
Fuck you.
Well.
Six.
6%? I hate helicopters.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's coming back. Miss. Oh. Well, both arms.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice. Yay. Finally, Dennis does something useful. Can you even attack?
I don't know.
I don't think so. No, you can eject and shoot it.
Wait.
Doesn't seem like you did. No. Oh.
Shit.
Okay.
There's
Can you
that.
move after attacking?
No.
Probably just get closer though.
0. Okay.
You get Kazuki to just be a distraction. Oh, you can't jump up there?
Nope.
Wait, okay. Hey, nice. Ugh.
Uh-huh. He hits us first. This is the most dire shit has ever been for us.
These are some real tense dice rolls that are happening right now. Ooh!
Oh my god, 9?
Kazuki can take it out.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
Kazuki. Okay, it's fine. It's his turn. He just needs to shoot it. Come on, Kazuki. No!
Oh my god! What's the worst medal we can get?
His AP went up. Da 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 da. Bronze.
Uh-huh.
But we did it.
Yeah. Fucking dire. And this is what Obi-Wan was talking about with the fucking high ground. I think we can go in further. It's pretty cramped. Spread out, everyone. Okay, let's go. Where?
We did it. Okay, now it's probably a good break point, huh?
Yeah, unless.
Oh, you're going on the internet?
Yeah, we're letting Wyatt have his fun.
Wow. I was gonna do it at the start of next time.
No, this is our little, like, post-battle cooldown.
That's fair. Ooh, hey, we got a lot of email. I'm Yuichi Kiryu, a reporter for JBNN. You are Kazuki Takamura, right? Mr. Koiki gave me your email address. I'd like to know more about the accident in Yokosuka base. I want to report the truth. Please reply immediately. JBNN website is a special content page. It's limited access, but I'll give you the password. Let's call it a gift. The password is YAMS. We're famous. Kazuki, let's agree to the interview.
We don't have the time.
Kazuki, Ryogo, don't reply if you get this email. You're both wanted for the bombing of Yokosuka base. I know you're not the ones who did it. Kirishima Industries is not talking to the police. Maybe there was pressure from the JDF or maybe they made a deal. I have a wife and son. I know that's just an excuse. But please understand.
Hey, Ryogo, I got some mail from Mr. Koiki.
Oh yeah? What did he say?
He's apologizing? I don't know why. We're definitely not doing this YAMS interview. Really?
Really? Let's write him back.
No.
You can send mail. Lost by. So the guys who attacked the OCU transport squad, are you reading this? Just wanted to let you know that was great. I'll tell you the website of Australian spenders. Lost by. It's Auspend Other Australia. Cool, we got a new shop. You'll find it useful. Ryogo, I heard you're working with the USN. A spender friend of mine told me. I didn't know the USN took in fugitives. Japan would never do that. I heard from the spender that the USN Navy website password is easy to figure out. Marines, maybe? This guy again. Why is he so nice? Who is he? So Marines and yams. Ryogo, are you okay? I was so surprised to see you on the news. I still can't believe it. Let me help you. Look into the Ministry of Peace site to find out what the police are up to. The password is 992. Take a look. Okay, wait. We should do this at the start of next time, because I don't have enough energy to do all this internet trawling. We're getting so many passwords.
Okay.
Long time no see, Dennis. I wonder where you are now. I guess an FIA agent could be anywhere. FAI agent could be anywhere. I'm working for the FBI headquarters. You know about the arrest of the serial killer in Virginia? I'm in charge of his evaluation. I'll write you again. P.S. The FIA personal database password is IAF002, isn't it? Man, the InfoSec here. I became a good hacker after the Spender crime investigation. I saw your picture. You look thin. Eat well.
Sybil. Kick.
Sorry. You got mail from a girl.
It's nothing like that.
Oh, really? Apparently, Spender is slang for hacker in this setting. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I will just exit here and not resave, and then you can look through and get your passwords again.
Sure.
As always, we leave you with our Volpadinger salute.
I'm doing it. I'm sitting up and I'm putting my hands at the right angle. Tilting my head toward God.
Okay. Anyway, shoutouts to our big spenders over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/ two men who like big wanks. Wait, no, I can do better than that. My brain is shut down.
Goodbye, everybody.
Those who wander are not lost. There we go.
Not all those. not all who wander are lost.
That's what it says next to my live, laugh, love sign.
No, that's my Wanzer front decal, and it's just a stenciled image of J.R.R. Tolkien smoking a pipe. but actually, no, he's smoking a blunt.
That
he's got the Snoop Dogg shades on.
Peace.